G'day guys, welcome back. I thought I'd do a little video. Tucker's ready. I thought I'd do a little video and just show sort of where we're at with the VS at the moment. So the last video I put out was a couple of weeks ago now, where we painted the body. So the only things left to do on the car is repair the boot lid, repair the rear bar, and get them primed up. So they're actually all done now. So I didn't film repairing it and things and priming it and all that kind of thing. But they are done. So that's the boot lid all primed up and the rear bar. The front bar is over there, which we're gonna just rub that down and paint it because there's no major issues on that where we need to prime it and do all that kind of thing. So got lucky with that one. The rear bar was pretty shagged, but we sorted that out. So the VS is still in the booth. I've actually unmasked it all. So what I thought I might do is just go in there and give us a bit of a quick look at it, all unmasked, so you can sort of see what it looks like now, all the one colour. So yeah, that's the update. So the parts are primed. Hopefully throughout next week, I'm going to come here and prep these parts, and if all goes well, I'll try and get these painted next Friday. That way, Jake can come on the weekend if he can, if it works for both of us, and we can start putting it back together. So let's go in the booth and we'll have a bit of a look at the VS, so you can have a look at it. All right, so let's have a little sticky beak in here. So here she is, all in all her glory. So all one colour, all starting to look like a car again. This is the part where it starts to get exciting. Not only for Jake, but I get excited as well because we're at the tail end of another job, and I get a kick out of seeing the end result, and obviously when he comes to look at it, it can be a satisfying feeling seeing an owner's face when they've waited so long to get a car painted. Not from me, but Jake's had this car in the shed for something like 10 years or whatever. It was supposed to get done years ago and it didn't happen, and it sat in his shed, and then he asked me to paint it at the start of the year, and we decided to get it done. So I'm hoping he rocks up and looks at it and loves it. I mean, it's got to be better looking at this than a car that's half rubbed down, half in primer, or not even half in primer patches all over it. And I'll give him props for hanging on to it. I mean, most people would probably throw in the towel and get rid of it and move on. But yeah, Jakey sort of kept it there and waited for the right time to get it done, and now's the right time. So bar's got to get done, boot lid, as you know, door handles, mirrors will be done satin black, just because that's what they are from factory, to tie in with the windows and the black plastic strip in the middle of the doors there that's satin black. This primer shit's not from me, but I will clean all that off. I'm not sure who put that on there, but anyway, I'll clean that off and tidy it up when it's all back together, and it's gets a wash and a detail a bit. And so anyway, I thought I'd just come in and give you a quick little run around and show you what it looks like, all one colour and unmasked and all that kind of thing. So hopefully, if all plans go well, next week on the weekend, if I get a chance and it works for Jake, he'll come and put it back together, and I'll be his assistant when he needs it. It's just dried paint that's come off the plastic there. So once it's all back together, hopefully there's some sun outside and we can throw her outside and run around it, and hopefully we can see that pearl come out of this colour. So that's a quick little run around of the car. I just thought I'd do a little update video, keep you informed, show you where we're at and things like that. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, and I might go into the shed now and just do a bit of a update on everything else. Not that much has happened in there, but you know, I don't mind doing little update videos and things like that if you guys want to watch them. So we'll duck in there and have a bit of a sticky beak around in there. All right, so just very quickly, I'll give a bit of an update what's going on. So the VN, I haven't actually done anything to it yet. I've just been ordering parts. So I've got a new clutch kit for that, a new grille, new headlights and indicators because that one's broken. So that's a little update to the VN. I haven't actually done anything, but I've got a bunch of parts ordered so we can get into that. Now, the VL will be the next one that gets done when the VS goes home. So since the last video that I did on this car, I've only made minor progress. So I'm still doing the engine bay. I haven't got it primed up yet. But I've got this strut tower all ready to go for primer. I've just got to tidy that little piece up there at the back. And then basically what I'll do is I'll mask that out with this side and prime, you know, both strut towers. So the reason why I'm not priming the whole back of the firewall, there's just too much stuff still on there, and I don't want to, you know, put 4 coats of primer in there and then have dirty edges around everything. So I'm going to basically mask it off around these seams, well, up here, around the seams, and I'll get them primed up. So all that's left, this filler's got to be rubbed out. That's only there for spot welds, so 90% of that's going to come off. So don't be alarmed, there's a little bit on the paint and things like that, and it, you know, it probably looks like there's a lot there in the camera, but there's really not. 95% of that's going to go. So this will be the focus once the VS is done. The engine bay, I want to hopefully get this primed, you know, within, you know, 2 to 3 weeks. I want to have it primed. Now that sounds like a long time, but I've got to finish the VS. I do work full time, so this is just my hobby shed that I do work in. So hopefully the VS gets finished next weekend, or even if it, you know, lasts another 2 weeks, I'll be doing this in between. Get this primed up. That way we can get it all rubbed down and get some paint on it. So this is the next project that'll be getting painted, and we'll be doing work on the XC ute as well. I've been doing a bit of metal work on this, straightening up the quarters, which, you know, takes time. You know, if you've ever had to do it and things like that, you know that it takes time. So once this engine bay's in primer, it will sit for a week, and then I'm going to jump onto this ute and continue on so I can get this ute in epoxy primer and get that moving. So if you're a fan of VLs and you like watching VL stuff, consider subscribing to see the videos on this car as it, you know, goes through the stages from where we're at to getting it painted. The owner of this car does have another VL that he wants me to paint as well. It's currently off getting an engine tuned and turboed and all that good stuff. So at some point, once I finish this car, that other VL will come. It won't be straight away, as I want to get this one done, get this ute done, and I do want to get stuck into my own VL, and I do want to make some progress on the EH as well to get that cracking along. And those that do have an eagle eye, there's a couple of HJ Kingswood guards up there. That whole car is coming for a paint job as well, full inside and out. Everything will get done to that. The owner of that car, Dean, I know he's watching, so he's going to be giving me a hand on that. and I'm going to make sure he's got no fingertips left by the end of it. So anyway, a quick update, that's it. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet, make a video, keep you informed, all that stuff. So that's where we're at. So hopefully in the next week or two, we'll have a video on the VS all finished, and they can go home, and then we're going to get stuck into these pairs. So until the next one, guys, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.